Hello, I'm Pete, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas Challenge of Challenges. You'll notice on this occasion I'm not wearing a dress at the start of the episode. It wasn't until I was editing the previous episode that I noticed I'd completely forgotten to put some armour on. So, in addition to all the challenges I did last episode, I was kind of inadvertently also doing the no armour challenge as well, which, I dealt with it all admirably, you will agree. Right, let's find out what this episode's challenge is going to be. Oh, this is one I've been quite looking forward to getting up for a while, actually. Melee and unarmed only. This is really going to mix things up. I've been generally relying on guns and explosives quite a lot, so this is going to be spicy. And I'm not going to dodge this challenge either by just walking around places where there's no combat to be done. I'm actually going to give myself some fighting. Right, so firstly, I need to sort out my loadout, which means putting away some guns and then seeing what I've got in terms of melee weapons. Okay, let's have a look at the inventory and see what we've got here and what's going to work. So we've got the broad machete, which is one of the DLC weapons, damage 12, DPS 46, and a bonus critical chance, pretty good. We have the bumper sword here, which is slightly lower, but if I repair it up, might be pretty good. That does have a strength requirement of 8 to require, but there's going to be a pattern here, isn't there? The chopper is a unique cleaver, damage 11, but quite high DPS, pretty good. The combat knife here, this is in poor condition. But again, this is one that could be pretty strong if I repair it up. There's a lead pipe here. Pretty decent stats on that. Yeah, that's higher than the broad machete, so that might be worth considering. Rebar club, 22 damage, 27 DPS. That's looking pretty strong. Straight razor, low damage, high DPS. The super sledge here. I can't equip this, which means I can't repair it, but I can possibly give it to a vendor and see if they can repair it. But that's going to be really expensive. And, of course, there's some throwing spears. I've actually got more than just the 2 here, but there's some kind of inventory bug, which means they don't all show up. Those do count as melee weapons, so I might be relying on them for if I need to stay away from people. So, yeah, the question is, can I do anything with a super sledge? So when an item is in that bad condition, in order to be able to use it, the first thing you need to do is get a vendor to repair it. Let's see how much that's going to cost. 11,600 caps to repair that up to 100%. Now, I could get that, if I went to a vendor who didn't have 100 repair skill, I could get a slightly cheaper repair that didn't go all the way to 100%, but either way, it's just not feasible, is it? I think I've got to rule out that whole plan at this stage. So let's drop the super sledge back off, and let's just make do with what we've got. So I think, what about the combat knife? How much will that be to repair? That shouldn't be too much, because I think combat knives only cost 500 caps anyway. So for 950 caps I could get that repaired all the way up. But I can use weapon repair kits on this actually. Oh yeah, I see Raoul still walking around in the armour. Yeah, you can keep the armour for a little while, Raoul. Okay, so with the combat knife, currently DPS 32. Let's consume a weapon repair kit. DPS is now up to 37. Let's go one more. DPS up to 42. Keep going. That's now got damage 12, DPS 46, which has basically made it the same as the broad machete. Oh, okay, I just wasted 3 weapon repair kits then, didn't I? The rebar club, I feel like I'm just going to waste some more weapon repair kits. Watch this. So that's now got a DPS 33, damage 28. So the DPS is lower than the broad machete, but single hit damage is better. Let's get the broad machete out and make this our primary weapon for starters. So the game did crash there as I was trying to leave my apartment. Doesn't crash very often, but on this occasion it did. It does mean that I lost some progress. I have got my weapon repair kits back because the thing where I wasted 6 of them has now been undone, which is, I don't know, I'm going to let that stand. So I had a couple of ideas of what things I might want to do going forwards. Firstly, I don't need that quest active. So one thing I was thinking about was going up to Nellis and doing some more boomer quests up there, but that would be a bit easy because there's not much combat required there. The other thing I've been talking about is getting to Red Rock Canyon, and that's going to require fighting way through fiends, so that feels like a good candidate. So I'm going to start at Camp McCarran, and I'm going to pick up a quest from Camp McCarran that it makes sense to have if you're heading west from there. One thing you may like to observe before I fast forward on to daytime is how much better the lighting is in Camp McCarran than in the vanilla game. That's the A Little More Lamplight mod at play. It really does improve the way the lighting in this area works. But yeah, let's move forwards to daytime just so that you can see better what's going on. So somewhere around here will be Major Dartry. This could be Major Dartry here. It is.
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends.
You're having trouble with the fiends?
Damn right I am, and I'm paying bounties. I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done. That sound like something that interests you?
Yes, it does.
Good. That's damn good. I figure it's about time we got lucky out here, so maybe you can snuff one of these maniacs. First one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Spends most of her time with a pack of vicious dogs. Then there's Driver Nephi. He's fast and he's brutal. Killed about a dozen of my men with a goddamn driver iron. Hence his name. And finally, Cook. Rapist, pyromaniac, and damn good chef if you believe the fiends we've captured. Probably the craziest of the lot. I'm not gonna feed you any bullshit. These aren't your common Vegas trash. They've all killed good NCR men, and plenty of mercs too. You go after them, any of them, you're in for a hell of a fight. So, which one is it gonna be?
Cook is the main one who's standing between us and our destination today, so that's going to be our priority.
One thing I should tell you about Cook. Piece of shit is pure animal. He raped one of my snipers, and that makes this personal. Also, he's got a flamethrower, and he's damn good with it. From what I hear, he either rapes or burns every living thing he gets his hands on. Only one man's gotten close to killing him, and that's Little Buster. So he says, anyway. Maybe it's bullshit, but I'd still ask him about it.
Yeah, who is Little Buster?
Bounty hunter. Talks big. But he's still alive, so he can't be completely full of shit. I think he's out in the yard waiting to claim a couple bounties.
All right. Anything else I should know?
One more thing. If you want the full reward, you need to bring me a recognizable head. My superiors need proof they're gone. That means no headshots, no decapitations till after they're dead, and no damage to the face. If you want to be safe, aim for the chest. You bring me a head that looks like a rotten tomato, people will be doubting, and I won't be authorized to pay the entire bounty. Good luck to you, and don't get careless.
All right, goodbye.
Right.
So the thought occurs that I could try and upgrade my melee and unarmed weapons to make me a bit stronger. That's something to consider. Let's find Little Buster. Yeah, upgrading weapons. What would I need to do? I'd either need to find some or buy some. I don't have many caps at the moment, but I could maybe sell something to make some caps to buy a better melee or an armed weapon. For now, let's talk to Little Buster.
Let me guess. You got work for me, right? Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrapyard.
Major Daughtry said I should ask you about Cook.
The rapist with the flamethrower? Yeah, that's a combination I stay the fuck away from. I was stalking him for a while. Real good at that. Watching people from where they can't see me, you know? Only one thing I learned about that asshole. Keeps a bunch of Brahmins. Most of them he roasts whenever he feels like it. But there's one. Must be his pet or some shit. Doesn't let anybody near that Brahmin. Somebody puts a bullet in her, I bet that'd piss him off good. Might make him careless, too.
So that might be a strategy we can use. Okay, goodbye.
Hey, yeah. Next time you see me, maybe I'll be rolling in a shitload of caps, right?
One thing I'm just going to check. Once Buster goes back to sleep, can I pickpocket him? See, I was wondering whether... Because I know that he has a unique weapon. Right, here's what I'm going to do. It's filthy what I'm going to do it. I'm dropping a quick save. I'm going to kill Little Buster. I'm probably not going to kill Little Buster, but let's try it. Yeah, no, that didn't work.
I mean, if that fits with your schedule.
Okay, so now the NCR is going to hate us. Indeed. His weapon was the cram opener. Let's just have a look and see what that was. Yeah, see, DPS 56, damage 30. That's an amazing weapon. That would be really useful.
Hey, I guess we're doing this.
But I don't think I can get it off of him. Let's reload that quick save.
Morning.
So is there anything I can do? Okay, so this has a damage of 12, but the bumper sword has 17, that's 15. Rebar club has a damage of 23, but it doesn't have the bonus critical chance, which means I still think this isn't going to be enough to kill Little Buster in one hit. Oh, close. Okay, but still the NCR noticed. I'm going to try one more time. In fact, maybe I could make use of... Oh, 33 damage on that. Okay, next strategy. Let's try killing Little Buster with a throwing spear. In the head. Okay, so nobody saw that. The NCR don't get cross. I am free to take everything he's got, including the cram opener. Okay, so this is now the thing that might help me against the people. And yeah, it doesn't matter that Little Buster is dead. I can drag him out. Can I drag him out? There we go. I can pick up his body. I can parade it around the yard. No one really minds. Just leave it there. Okay, right, so that's done. Let's head out. Well, firstly, I'm going to see if Major Dartrey knows that Little Buster has died. I feel bad about killing Little Buster. Obviously, it's not good from a roleplay point of view.
I see you're still alive, and that's promising. Any luck on that bounty?
No, goodbye.
Right.
So the thing is that when I get jury rigging, I'm going to be coming back to Camp McCarran and performing much worse atrocities than killing Little Buster. So it's just the tip of the iceberg, really. Okay, so there is a good strategy for dealing with Cook, which is to kill his favourite Brahmin, Queenie. And so we're going to give that a whirl, and I think the throwing spear might be the good strategy there. Before I head over there, I am just going to walk around Rey Motel, because there are one or two pieces of loot around here, I believe. There's a person. Downing one with the cram opener. Let's take what they've got. Might as well take the knife. Any other good stuff in here? A nice pre-war hat. Yep, lovely. Star bottle cap. All the usual kinds of loots. What else have we got along the top floor of the Rey Motel? I mean, these doors boarded up. I mean, am I the bad guy here? I'm picking my lock to go into people's rooms, and then they get cross with me, as you would expect, because I'm intruding. And then I kill them. I'm pretty sure I'm not the goodie here. Maybe that's the theme for this episode, you know, being a complete unforgivable monster. I won't do it every time. But, you know, it's good to let loose once in a while. Okay, so it's just those two rooms that are enterable on the top floor. And I think there's at least one downstairs we can get into. Scorpions in here. They go down very quickly. Thanks to the team. We have a threatening note. Your debt still remains unpaid. We have warned you twice. There will not be a third warning. Only consequences. You have 1 day. Don't think that really does anything significant. We'll take the poison gland from the scorpion. So yeah, I think this is the first time I've picked up the cram opener. Haven't really done much melee and unarmed in this game. Okay, we can't put this off any longer. It's time to advance into the fiend's den. So yeah, I'm hoping that what I can do is I can sort of sneak around without the fiend spotting me, chuck a throwing spear at Queenie, and then allow the fiend infighting to do the rest. I think to get close, I'll probably need to leave Raoul and Eddie behind, because I think that they might draw attention. And yeah, we'll try that as a strategy. See how that works. Oh, there was a mine there. I was wondering if there were mines back there, you know. Oh. Yeah, okay, mine's confirmed. See, I'm going to try and sneak around the right-hand edge here. There aren't any fiends behind these barriers. Okay, so I think this is probably as close as we should let our companions come. So, you want to stay here. And you want to stay here. And if things go terribly, then I might lead some enemies back here. So, what I will just do is I will just drop here, pop a quick save, just in case it turns out that I don't have enough sneak to do this. It's probably not worth using up a stealth boy for this, because if it comes down to it, there's a fiend walking around the edge there. Yeah, if it comes down to it, I'll just use a less subtle method. So yeah, I kind of want to wait for that fiend to go away so I can get a clear shot at Queenie. Okay. Uh-oh. They've seen me. Okay, are all the fiends going to come for me now? Right. Let's assume it's just going to be this one for now. And let's use the cram opener and deal with them. And we're back into hidden. Lovely. And I'll take the pool cue. I quite like pool cues. They're going to be very useful later on when we start getting into the realms of needing to do some jury rigging. Pool cues are good for repairing up melee weapons. So I don't really want to kill more fiends than I have to, because basically the plan is if I kill Queenie, then the fiend infighting will kill Cook for me. And so I need to have plenty of other fiends alive. Can I get Queenie from here? 11% chance to hit. I'll take a punt. Got it. Okay. So now Cook is frenzied and the chaos will begin. Let's get the cram opener back. And then we just watch the magic happen. I think that's Cook there, yeah. And yeah, I sort of want to hang back until he's the only one left. Or indeed, maybe the others will kill him first. That would work quite nicely too. Looks like he's still fighting against two of his erstwhile friends. Oh, one of them down. Okay. I want to be here ready to pick up the pieces. Oh no. Okay, it's time. Okay, 0% chance to hit. Need to get a bit closer. 95. Let's go for it. Oh, that was a sneak attack on his head. I've popped his head, haven't I? That's now mangled. Okay, well, I'll get a little bit less of a reward from Major Dartry, but it is what it is. We'll take his armour. Yeah, why not? Okay, and then let's loot the other fiends that were in here. There are definitely at least two of them. Cowboy repeater, not very exciting. I like your purple hair though. And now I'm full up. I'll just drop something heavy. I'll drop these two incinerators just for the time being. And then I'm going to go back and get my friends. Yeah, I suppose in hindsight I could have used a different weapon once Cook got close. Maybe to reduce the chance of critting him on the head. A throwing spear might have worked, maybe.
Right behind you, boss.
Okay, now I've got you two. Let's pick up the rest of the loot. Lots of fresh vegetables here. The fiends like to stay healthy. And this is why my companions are here, so that I can give them some of these weapons.
I expect to be awed by your dizzying mercantile sense, boss.
I might as well give them anything that I'm not allowed to use in this playthrough. And maybe some of this bonus armour.
Hey!
That's as much as you'll carry, is it, Raoul? Okay. So I feel like there should be, yeah, another fiend corpse over here. And that's possibly... Oh, no, you as well. Oh, hunting rifle on you. Lovely. And yeah, again, I'm just going to drop off any ranged weapons just so I don't feel tempted to use them. And did Queenie drop anything? One Brahmin meat. Okay. So from here, let's move onwards to Red Rock Canyon. So Major Dartry did mention there were a couple of other fiend targets. One of them is Violet, who's in that little caravan area there. But we'll save that for another day. Have we triggered a fast travel location near here yet? We haven't. Okay, I think this one's quite close. So I'm just going to move in and pick up that fast travel marker. Just so we can come back here if we need to.
Keeping quiet.
Just checking to see I'm not detected by Violet over there in that enclosure. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so there will be one or two enemies over here. But hopefully nothing too challenging. looks vaguely gecko-ish, or might be fire geckos.
If that fits with your schedule.
Okay, so you lot are aggravating the fire geckos today. Fair enough. And let's see if we can get the shot in before he breathes. Pretty good. Your turn. Just the two of you. And this fire gecko, ironically, a little bit on fire. All right, so we're going to go down this path. There are sometimes death claws in those hills over there. Obviously, I do not want to run into a death claw today. Here's Chance's map, which if you look at this, it's like a little map of the Mojave. You can see there's the Mojave outpost down there, Prim, Good Springs, Vegas up here somewhere, indicated by a chip or something. Nellis there. Yeah, his stuff. Yeah, it matches the layouts of the roads anyway. There's also a hollowed out rock with 1 or 2 items in it. So yeah, the reason why I'm coming over to the Great Khans over here is they have a merchant that's pretty cool. What are you? I think that's just a gecko walking up there. Yeah, their merchant's quite interesting. So you need to be accepted by the Great Khans in order to use their merchant. And I already am, thanks to how I solved the Boulder City Showdown quest. So that's something we don't need to worry about.
Get 'em, boss.
Oh, what? Who?
That fits with your schedule.
Okay, gecko coming out of those hills there. Do you help with that? Happy to help. So I just see something moving over there. Another gecko coming. All right. Well, it looks like we're dealing with these. As long as it's just geckos. Cram Opener's doing a pretty good job considering I haven't put any points into Unarmed at all. Oh, there's one cripple just over there as well. That one's following us from before. Yeah, we haven't been very subtle about our approach here. So what was I saying? Ah, yes. So once you are able to use the Great Khan merchant, not only do they carry quite a lot of ammo, but you can also buy things from them at a 1-to-1 price. So there's no barter skill related penalty. So that does make them one of the best options for purchasing ammo. That said, I don't have much money at the moment. And I don't have much need for ammo at the moment. But, you know, it's an investment for the future. So one thing I'm not 100% sure of is whether I need to talk to Papa Khan before I can start using them. So let's answer that question right now.
They tell me I'm supposed to sell you weapons. Interested?
That answers that. Yes, please.
Take a look.
So yeah, if you look at the prices of these ammos, so for example, let's take the 40mm grenades. Here's a great, actually no, that's a terrible example. Here, for example, so armor piercings. You can see she's got 51 of them to sell. She's selling them for 4 each. And then if you look down at the bottom of the screen, the value of 204, that's like the actual value of the item. So normally what you'd see is that value that's listed below when you're buying stuff would be slightly smaller than this number multiplied by this number. And that's kind of the barter skill induced penalty. In this case, if they're exactly matching, then that means you're buying stuff at a 1-to-1 ratio. So yeah, I do only have 185 caps, so I can't buy a lot at the moment. 40mm grenades. So one of the reasons why I haven't been using explosives more is that I've been having difficulty getting hold of 40mm grenades in sufficient quantities. That said, we are carrying 68 at the moment, so maybe I shouldn't buy any right now. Is there anything I do want to really, really buy while I'm here? I would be quite interested in getting some 308 armor piercing so I can start using a sniper rifle. So let's maybe just buy a dozen of those. This is also ammo that I'm interested in because that allows me to start using the hunting revolver. They're 4 each. So let's buy a few more of those. Let's get 48. Okay, do I have anything to sell? I should have some pre-war money. Let's see what that sells for. So again, the pre-war money here, you can see that I can sell at 1-to-1 as well. So I might as well get rid of all of this now. I'm never going to be able to sell that for any more. So the question is there more ammo I want, or should I just take the balance? Let's take that balance for now.
Another satisfied customer. Later.
And then I'm just going to look at what Raoul and Eddie are carrying, see if there's anything I want to sell right now. Like this hunting rifle's in perfect condition, 2167. Does that sell for
They tell me I'm supposed
2167?
to sell
It
you
should. Sells for 2167. I mean, to be honest, I'm not sure there's anything else I really want to buy from this merchant right now. It's mainly just a question of having the option to come back and stock up on ammo without any kind of penalty, without having to pay over the odds. So I might just hold on to this hunting rifle for right now. Let's give it back to Eddie, just so I'm tempted not to use it. And then let's leave here. So I'm not planning on exploring Red Rock Canyon in any great depth right now. There's a lot of people to talk to and a few quests to do. But I will just walk far enough up the canyon so that the fast travel marker activates. And then it is much easier to come back here next time. Okay, got it. So then I think what I want to do is, while I'm up in this corner of the map, there is a location just around here, I think, where there is I think there's a unique unarmed weapon, which may not be as good as the cram opener, but still, that's kind of the theme for this episode, so I'm going to go and check it out. It's an area that I don't really normally explore very much. You know, if you look at the map, the world map, you know, there's a lot of stuff in the center where kind of main story quests take you to. And then there's some areas up in the edges, like Jacobstown here, where fairly significant side quests take you to. But then there are some areas, like right up in the very top corner of the map here, and down in this area here, where there's just nothing taking you there at all. There's not a single quest pointing you to this location. And so, you know, very often you just overlook them in a playthrough. So I think, yeah, I'm going to explore an area that I've never really explored much before. So first I'm basically seeing a marker over here and a marker over there. Let's check these out. There's an enemy quite close. And a friendly over there. Okay, not a real enemy, just a bighorner. Okay. Let's give them a reasonable space. So this is the Spring Mountain Ranch State Park. There's a nice little pool of water, which is quite pretty, isn't it? A canyon leading up there. I don't know if there's anything useful up there. There's a burnt out building. Not expecting to see any great loot here. But there might be a box or two scattered around. Sometimes are in these sorts of areas. An empty dresser. And that seems to be about it. Okay, so let's head to the next location, which is this marker over here. See, I believe there are fiends walking around this town, and one of them carries a unique weapon. And as I say, I think it's some knuckle dusters. Let's go and confirm. I wonder whether it might be worth starting with a throwing spear, just see if we can get the drop on them. And then switch to the cram opener once things start to get a bit more heated. Okay, there's a gunslinger there. I think there's there's one leader in metal armor. They are the most dangerous. And they are probably also the person who's got the unique weapon. So, oh. Who spotted me? Okay, I think that didn't work at all. Okay. And there's plasma. Right, okay. This could be a bit more of a challenge than I thought. Okay, fun. Oh, okay, I should have saved a little bit more there. Right, yeah, we need to re-trigger the fast travel marker up at Red Rock Canyon. I do have a mod installed that auto-saves periodically, but I guess it hadn't actually been that many minutes since the last one. So I wonder if that was another one of those situations where my companions gave me away. Let's see what happens if we tell them to wait back at the previous location.
Okay, boss. I'll just wait here alone.
Okay.
While my heavily armed companion goes out of earshot. I'm sure.
I'll stop grumbling, Raoul. Okay, so we have our companions waiting there. We're going to try the throwing spear again. And I'm basically going to try and sneak in close enough that I can get a shot on the Viper leader. And then take things as they come. I might need to watch my health bar a little bit more than I normally do. So it felt like a good angle of attack might be to go around the right-hand side of these buildings. And that will then give me the cover that allows me to get quite close. It's also possible that there might be enemies that I can pick off, depending upon their patrol routes. Seeing 3 red marks clustered quite close together there. Okay, let's get my spear out. Oh, detected. Okay, so there's the leader this time. Spawned with a slightly different loadout. They've started shooting already. Let's try a few spears. That did very little. That also did very little. This is going badly. There's lots of them around me. Okay, right. Let's go into VATS here. Let's heal up. Let's use some stim packs firstly to get us back up to where we need to be. We have quite a few stim packs now. And let's also take some ice cold purified water that will give us some healing over time. Let's switch to the cram opener. And let's start dealing some damage on the Viper leader.
Come on! You like that?
Oh, okay, things didn't work there. I guess taking the stim pack interrupted the animation. Okay, yeah, so because of the mod I'm using, I need to get out of range before I use stim packs. Using them in combat comes out quite badly. Okay, so round this corner, they're going to come at us one at a time. That was a pretty hefty hit. I need to heal up. More stim packs. We'll let the animation do its thing. This person's trying to chase after us unarmed, so... okay, some people have come in with ranged weapons. Try and use this person for cover. No. Okay. Okay. Can this be done? What's the new strategy that's required? I mean, I don't need this thing that badly, but having started, I kind of want to finish it. I do think that getting them to come at me around the corner of the building probably makes sense, but we just need to be a bit smarter with our strategy. So firstly, the throwing spear is no good here. Let's go straight to the cram opener. I mean, maybe what I can do is I can pick off the ones around the edge. Certainly there's that person over there. I wonder if I could take them out without anyone else noticing me. And then that's just one fewer. Okay, it's worth considering. Okay, they're coming. And they're unarmed, so let's go for the cram opener. Let them come to me and hope that they haven't also summoned their friends. Okay, still in danger. They have summoned their friends. But their friends don't know. Ah! That's had me pointing the wrong way. Okay. Over encumbered. I can't carry all this. I could probably combine some of these raider armors. Should have given all those raider armors to my companions, really. Right, I'm going to drop a quick save here. It's progress. So I think now there's maybe just 3 of them left. One of whom at least definitely has a ranged weapon. They are clustered quite closely. That person is slightly on their own. So I might be able to take them out with a sneak critical throwing spear. No. Okay. They're coming now. And they're coming now. Right, so what do I need to do? Do I need to just kind of close the distance as fast as I can? Right, who's closest? I'm probably not going to survive this. Okay, that person's out, so let's now run for it.
They killed her.
Get as much distance as we can. Heal up. There we go. Let's get a ice cold sunset sarsaparilla on, which will give us a little bit of healing over time. Iguana bits will also give us healing over time. What else gives us really good healing over time? Nuka-Cola. Okay, there we go. That'll do. Stay serpentine. There's someone trying to get me with a ranged weapon. The leader's going to take a few hits. I'm staggered. Right, I need to close the distance. Firstly, I need to heal. I need to close the distance to the person with a gun. I'm dead. Yes, I know I'm dead. Thank you. You've proved your point. Okay, quick save is here. Again, can I... I wonder whether I can lead the Viper leader towards my my companions. Certainly we're far enough away now that their friend isn't attacking them anymore. Isn't attacking me. Oh, hello. You're up there, are you? Okay, not too close. Right. So I think I can just deal with this Viper leader one-on-one now. Nice. This person is coming towards me, but I've got time to pick up this. So that was the thing I was thinking about, love and hate. So indeed, that's an unarmed weapon. DPS 61, damage 32. That is an improvement over the cram opener. Okay, so now we've got that. We can take the combat armor. We should put the combat armor on, you know, because we're currently rocking DT8. The combat armor will give us DT15. In fact, we did actually have some combat armor back at the base, didn't we? That we picked up from Durable Dunn's sacked caravan. I should have been wearing that this entire episode, really. Because when you're doing melee and arms, you need to get closer to people. You need more damage protection. Right. I'm going to get close to this person. And now I'm here. Just pummel them with this thing. Stagger, stagger. And they're down. What did you have? I think you have metal armor on you, don't you? They had a trail carbine. No wonder that was doing so much damage to me. Yeah, metal armor reinforced. And now I'm over-encumbered. How over-encumbered? Very over-encumbered. But there are now no enemies left in this area. I think, yeah, I'm going to have to... Can I do the old trick of dropping the really, really heavy thing and then using the Z to pick it up? No, I can't. Yeah, we have now discovered officially Bonnie Springs and dealt with all of the enemies here. I don't think there's any enterable buildings or containers with significant loot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to dash back to where I left my companions over there, pick them up, and they can then come over and help me loot these raiders. Oh, they're shooting something. Oh, you're not shooting the Brahmin, are you? Oh, no. Some mantises. Didn't realise they were going to show up. Quite a lot of them. My health is down to a sliver. Even with the combat armor, those mantises... Well, I mean, to be honest, my health was probably in a pretty bad condition from the fight beforehand anyway, so can't really blame the mantises. Right, you two come with me.
Right behind you, boss.
Well, this Viper gunslinger had a 9mm submachine gun that I hadn't noticed. Okay, I think that is everybody completely looted. So with that done, I think that's where we can end this episode. Let's head back to Novak, drop off of all of our stuff, and heal up. Look at my HP. If you have an idea for any new challenges to add to the rotation, please leave them as comments and they will get added in and they might come up in a future episode. If they do, you will get a shout out for them. Hope you join me next time for the next episode of Fallout New Vegas Challenge of Challenges. Bye-bye.